Hello, David Zaritsky for the Bond Experience. Well, you can tell by the tree here that it is the holiday times, and traditionally we do here at the Bond Experience a special James Bond holiday vlog or video. And usually it's a way for you, the collector, the viewer, to put this in front of a loved one and say, here's kind of the things that we want. We do a gift video, some of the best, hottest James Bond gifts this season. We're going to do it a little bit differently this year, because that's what we do. We like to change it up. This year we're going to do it in the form of a public service message. You'll see what I mean in a second, but trust me. And now we're going to fade to black, and we're going to hit that public service message. Here we go. Hello, David Zaritsky for the Bond Experience. I'm here to talk to you about a very serious ailment called Post-Spectre Syndrome. Now, Post-Spectre Syndrome is happening about right now. The movie is leaving the theaters, some big space opera is coming on board instead, and you may notice that the loved one in your life is going through what we call P.S.S. Now, there are certain things to look for in identifying P.S.S. Dryness of mouth, watery eyes, incessant quoting of the Spectre film like "Time flies" and "cuckoo, hello, cuckoo," and things like that. The reality is that this is a horrible, horrible affliction of your loved one. But happily, at the Bond Experience, we have found a cure. So with P.S.S, you've got to look for certain viruses or pathogens. The first one is called Daniel Craigitis. Now with Daniel Craigitis, your loved one has the propensity to dress up like Daniel Craig, but there is a cure. You see, at N. Peel, not only do they supply the many sweaters that were used in Spectre, but they also supply some of the sweaters that Daniel Craig favors. You may have seen this particular sweater at the Spectre press conference that he wore. However, I am wearing something that a little bird told me that Daniel Craig likes as well. This is the Hyde Fine Gauge Cashmere Sweater. It is a 70-30, 70% cashmere, 30% silk. It is soft as can be, and it's got that incredible N. Peel silhouette that everybody is really enjoying. As you can see, it is fitted, but not too fitted. It's not slouchy. The armholes are nice and high, as you can see. Oh, and look at that. You're seeing this nice little detail in the back. It has a wonderful suede patch right here. Now this zip piece right here is not only versatile, you can put it over a lot of different things, but because of the 70-30 blend, it breathes really well. So this can be worn spring, autumn, cold summer nights, and of course winter as a layer. Love the color. It is Imperial Blue, which I have a feeling is one of Craig's favorites. So one of the things that you can do is to get your loved one that's going through P.S.S. an N. Peel sweater. This is another one that Craig favors right now. And by the way, each one of the N. Peel sweaters, gloves, hats, you name it, comes in this amazing wrapping. And I've got to focus on this because their customer experience, which you may know I'm a little bit into, is amazing. Not only do they have it come in the special box that it is, because it is an investment, but these long-haired cashmere sweaters only get better with time. Here's another one that Daniel Craig had ordered as well, a V-neck. This is the Conduit V-neck. It's again 70% cashmere, 30% silk. It is soft as can be. This is so classic. You put this over a t-shirt, over a button down, you wear it with jeans, you wear it with chinos, you forget about it, you put it into your luggage, and there it is. So again, to help cure the Daniel Craigitis pathogen for P.S.S, N. Peel is a sure bet. Another one of the viruses or pathogens out there is what's called prop Streptococcus. Hard to say, even harder to live with though. That individual that is craving for certain props and pieces from the Spectre film. Those wonderful boxes that tend to show up like this one, fragile. Well, those are the things that are the very cure for prop Streptococcus. This one from our good friend of Nick at Seaway, China, just may fit the bill with this and might fit the bill with your loved one. Aha, I had a feeling. This is, of course, the next iteration of the Royal Doulton Jack Bulldog from Spectre. Now what's nice about this particular one is that, as you can see, it comes in the lovely display box. It's got all the details like the Spectre logo, etc. But you might notice that Jack looks a little different here. And let's do a quick unboxing video. You see the beautiful Royal Dolphin, which I love this. I mean, they really know their stuff. London, 1815 established. So it's a old world company making these types of ceramic figurines. As you can see, the wrapping is second to none, thank goodness. And there we have it. Now we've got some parts and pieces in here, a gallery piece. This is very nice right here. I know it's going to be hard to see, but you've got your little piece in here that talks about that this is the Jack Bulldog. It's 007. It's got the Spectre pieces, and then there's a tiny little bit on the back about Jack the Bulldog. What's really important though is for you to see this piece. Again, nested in here beautifully. So we'll take out that piece, and here it is. Now, this is the post-explosion Jack. What I love about this is not only is this a Spectre piece, but this is a Skyfall piece. I mean, this can really work onto both levels. I love that they put burnished and burn marks, that they actually have the painted cracks in here as well. It is an amazing piece, and I have to say it overtakes my appreciation of the clean Jack the Bulldog. Now what's nice is on the bottom, you can see that this is no ordinary one. This is one from Spectre. So it's got all the accoutrements, it's got all the markings, and you know what? The reality is that Prop Streptococcus is such a serious virus, a part of P.S.S, that sometimes this little Jack guy will do the trick. But what if it doesn't? Well, you may have a huge literary Bond fan who's afflicted with P.S.S. We call that literary aureus. And literary aureus is something that can be cured. Well, the Folio Society put out this amazing piece. What is it? Well, the Folio Society is a group that's been around for a long time. And what they've done is they've actually put together classic books and intermingled them with visuals, because they believe that literary, especially well-known books like Casino Royale, deserve a treatment where it's not only the text itself, but it's intermingled with specific and wonderful highlights. So first of all, here is the binding once you take it out of the clamshell design. Absolutely beautiful, covered in cloth altogether, and this is foiled, which is an extra piece that really makes the book pop. But what's special about this edition of Casino Royale from the Folio Society, and I'm going to find one, is that there are brand new spanking illustrations. Let's go to them. So you can see one right here. The illustrations were done for this book. So illustrations pertaining to the text itself. There are many illustrations in here. They're absolutely beautiful. They really harken back to Ian Fleming's time in the style and the shape and the way that it connects with the text. So even if you've read Casino Royale for the first time, and those of you watching, I'm sure you have, you might feel like you're reading this for the first time because of the visuals and the reality around putting together a book like this. $59 for this special edition. It's the one of many that are coming out. But it's a great way to really cure your loved one of P.S.S. with this particular type of affliction. Another virus that a doctor or a nurse may find on the P.S.S. person is thirstiphilus. Now, thirstiphilus can only be cured one way. Thankfully, Belvedere is around. Now, you can see that there's a lot of versions of the Belvedere. There's this huge version, which is really nice. You can see the Spectre 007 and the logo right down here below. This piece right here usually retails for anywhere from $30 to $35, and obviously it is a major bolus dose of Belvedere. There is, if you need a smaller dose, a smaller one, which is just adorable, but one that you can easily put into the freezer. It still has the wonderful logo and details on it. On the back here, it actually talks, and it's so small you won't be able to pick it up. But this is a limited release. In fact, on the piece that actually connects the top, you can see that it's a 007 edition. Now, there are some really unique ones out there. For example, this one. This is the Belvedere Spectre vodka in a Spectre shaker. You can see the 007 on the edge here, and it's Spectre on the outside that's actually emblazoned, and then you've got a 007 bottle right in there. And you can see the little how-to. You separate these two. This becomes the shaker. You shake it up, and you've got your vodka. Now what's really, really special, if you're really good, is this bottle right here. Now, you can see that it's all silver for a particular reason. It's got the 007 logo down here. It's the collector's edition, but what's really neat is on the bottom here, you have this tiny little button. And what's really neat is when you click it, ooh, now I don't know if the camera's picking that up. Maybe I'll go a tiny bit darker. But what's nice is it is glowing. It is this wonderful blueness. And if you shake it, it makes like this little bubble thing that's going all around the trees. And look at that 007 just lighting up. Amazing. Now this has 3 hours of battery, so I love you all. And this is important for P.S.S, but I'm turning it off because I want it to last for as long as possible. Now the rarest, by far the rarest piece from Belvedere out there is this. And if you're lucky, you can get one of these. This is the Belvedere Vodka 007 cold activated Belvedere martini glasses. What's nice is it comes with these two martini glasses that are marked Spectre on the bottom, but they get like a bluish white when they get very cold. Comes with the large 007, and I almost need 2 hands to hold this. Look at the size of this thing. This is huge. It's a lot of vodka. This might be enough vodka for even one of you James Bond fans out there. Now, that's if somebody's been really good. If you've been pretty good, but maybe not great, well, there's always a bottle of Heineken. Yes, they're still out there. And I do like this, by the way. Not only do I like the fact that you can see Daniel Craig on there in silhouette, but it's a Heineken. It's refreshing. It's light. It's Heineken. You can't go wrong. Would I give them just one bottle? $500 every time I do that. No, give them a 6-pack, give them a case, really make it special. But imagine a Spectre Heineken case under your tree. Is anything better? No. Maybe. But anyway, thirstiphilus, a wonderful cure and tasty too. But there's more. To be frank, one of the worst pathogens is something called wallet atrocious. Now, wallet atrocious is when your loved one, your James Bond fan in your life, has spent way too much money, boxes showing up every day, and well, there's practically nothing to get him. Well, there may be one thing to get him if he's been very, very good, and that is this. The Spectre Limited Edition Omega watch. Now, this has been the much talked about, and you can see the size of this box. What I will tell you right now is we are going to show you this piece, but we're not going to do a full review because that comes later. First of all, the little lock is set for 007. You've got the Omega label here, and there it is in all its glory. This is the wonderful prop, accessory, watch, collectible. It's everything in one. Yes, it's $7,500, but sometimes it's the only thing to cure P.S.S. What's wonderful is it has all of these different accoutrements in here inside. First of all, you have an amazing metal band because this obviously comes with the NATO strap that you see in the movie. The metal band itself has the emblazoned 007, a beautiful band. You've got the eye loop piece, which sure enough is emblazoned with not only Omega, but 007. And the reason you have that is you have this wonderful tool to change these bands or to make fine adjustments. You've got everything that you need inside this little kit to make this watch, this limited edition, even more special. Now, I'm not going to go over the details of this watch here. You can see up here, by the way, in beautiful leather, it has the Spectre logo, the 007. But sometimes you need a big gun for a big disease like P.S.S. I hope that this public service announcement this holiday has been helpful for all of you. P.S.S. is nothing to be trifled with. It's important for you to tackle it as a loved one. This has been David Zaritsky for the Bond Experience and P.S.S. We hope you have a wonderful holiday season. Take care.